Hey guys.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. So you might be asking yourselves, Josh and Megan, why are we here? We finished this. This is done.
And
you're right.
If you're seeing this live, you're asking why it's late. We're sick.
No,
you knew
it's
that.
you're not. Nobody's seeing it live. We're not doing like a stream.
That was the joke.
Yeah, well, this is incredibly late. I'm really sorry. You guys are seeing this on the same day that we are recording it, assuming that something doesn't happen between the end of this and when I am supposed to do editing. So assuming I don't like pass out with like a fever of 109 suddenly.
It's not that serious.
No, actually I've been getting a little bit better. I got super worse for a while and now I'm starting to pick up again and I'm worried I'm going to get super worse again. Basically though, welcome to Sunday. We're recording this on Sunday. Sorry that this video is late as hell. We were kind of at a loss for words for things to do because we didn't have anything prepared because I've been so sick and Megan's been a little sick.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure we wanted to do funny voices for things like Battle Fantasia.
So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna go into One Piece and we're gonna do some bonus content because we actually missed these little extra chapters off to the sides. So I went through when the episode that we did a couple weeks ago was done, and I literally got all of these. So I have all of the bonus extra chapters.
Oh, you had to unlock them.
Yeah, you have to unlock them because you'll see when you go up to certain areas, not all of them, but only certain ones, you can actually hit Y on these to go into like, here's your opponent, here's the information about it, and the third page on those that have third pages are, here's how you open the extra chapter.
Huh, okay.
Yeah, so that's how you open the extra chapter. Whoops. Every chapter in this particular storyline has one, and I'm still really angry that it's all the exact same story.
Yeah.
Like, for those of you who didn't watch the last couple of episodes of this one, yeah, it's the exact same story from like 4 different viewpoints.
So is this another thing that also still happened?
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know if this ever actually happened in retrospect. Maybe. Huh.
Yeah, if there's side things, is it like...
some of the side... I don't remember Moria ever having anything to do with this particular one. I don't know. The anime may have done it as a filler episode, but my like, from what I remember of Moria, the first time he shows up is before this, I want to say. And I think he's dead by the time that this happens, if I'm remembering
So
correctly.
this is some alternate universe fandom
something
game
like that.
Content thing.
Maybe the anime was like, oh, Moria can't be dead because of this, or something like that. Moria's entire thing, by the way, is that he's a devil fruit user who, I don't even know if he was originally human, to be honest. Or if he was one of the weird races of human beings, because that's totally a possibility too. I think he's supposed to look like those things that you punch and then they pop back up. And he's zombie themed. Like, that's his whole big thing. When they encounter Brooke for the first time, who's the skeleton with the afro, Brooke is living with Moria, not by choice, but because he wound up getting stuck on his ship after he was resurrected by his devil fruit powers. And he just somehow wound up in Moria's place, and Moria stole his shadow. Because Moria can steal people's shadows, and in doing so, make their bodies puppets that he can just give directions to, and force them to do stuff for him. And then he can take the shadows and put them into other things. So if he wants, he could take your shadow out and put it into like a stuffed animal.
Did you have a second character you could have been playing with there if you switched?
Yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was the whole of that fight, I guess.
Oh, well, this would have been pretty early on difficulty.
Yeah, well, this is literally the first stage in the game.
Hey, the map changed.
Yeah, this one looks different now.
No, the water was water before.
Oh.
It was just water before.
That was weird. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I don't know why the hell that happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
The mighty swordsman Mihawk stands in Luffy's way. Luffy avoids fighting him and just makes a dash across the ice.
So then okay, that logically could be he runs away and then someone else has this fight. And this is happening off screen.
This did happen. I remember this happening. Buggy gets thrown out, and then Mihawk attacks him. So Buggy's entire thing is that he's a chop man. He ate the chop fruit. So he can fall to pieces.
Who's naming these?
Someone who's really, really bad at naming things. I think it's explicitly pointed out that the fruits have really bad names, and people aren't sure who's naming them. Because it's things like the giraffe fruit. There's a fruit that turns you into a giraffe. Okay. It's called the Gira fruit. And it's like, okay, and the one that turns you into rubber is called the Gum fruit, and the chop fruit, and they're all like that. Like, they all just have names like that. Mihawk, by the way, is a normal human being without a fruit power. He's just a really good, a really well-accomplished swordsman.
Like, does it have, like, +1 to fruit killing?
No, he's just a dude with a normal fucking sword.
Okay.
It's a real big sword, but he's just an expert swordsman who's exceptionally good at what he do.
Alright. But yeah, so this is something that canonically happened. This isn't some kind of One Piece Xenoverse thing.
Yes, but I think this is like a background fight that I don't actually know if you ever
like this is off screen. This happens in a commercial break.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Okay, so Mihawk is a normal human being, but one of the things that they figure out, I think during this, is that he does have haki, which is like a normal person. If a normal person trains long enough, they can develop weird abilities like devil fruit powers. And the one that he has is literally just he can focus it in his slashes so that he can hit Logia users. So Buggy can split himself up into crazy pieces and stuff. He's not technically a Logia user because his body isn't made of chop. But this guy can totally hurt him with sword strikes, even though normally Buggy just falls apart if you hit him with sword strikes.
Who's the good guy in this fight?
Mihawk, technically. Buggy right now because he's helping Luffy, but Mihawk is usually the good guy.
Okay, I don't fully get the context of what's happening.
So Hawkeye Mihawk is the guy who works directly with Red Hair Shanks, who is Luffy's mentor, and they are technically not villains. They're actually considered to be, like, positive people.
But they're...
Buggy is usually a villain, but Luffy broke him out of prison.
But what's the context of the fight, then?
Mihawk is attacking Luffy because I think he actually wants to gauge him. And Luffy's like, I don't have time for this, I'm saving my brother, and he throws Buggy in the way instead. I think. Okay. I can't actually remember how that fight goes.
Okay. So then this was, he ran off to do a different thing instead of that fight.
He goes off, so the Marines use Squard to trick and injure Whitebeard. So Sengoku raises steel walls and starts the execution. And during that point, I believe it's the Harpy guy, or not the Harpy, the Phoenix guy shows up.
Kind of a Harpy.
There's an actual character whose name is Harpy.
Oh, okay.
And she is also not a Harpy. Like, her fruit was not a Harpy fruit. It's like a snow fruit, but she looks like a Harpy at all times. And it's literally the exact same thing this guy does, but she has no excuse for having wings and bird feet. Outside, like, they're just made of ice and snow.
Sure.
This guy has an excuse in that his fruit is a phoenix, like, but she's just like, no, I just want to look this way. And it's like, okay.
So when we fought these guys before, the plot would have said that we don't win even if we won. Is that one of those things? And then the guy comes in and we're fighting the other guy?
We fought them, but we survived and rushed off, and this guy flew in and distracted them. Yeah, so that Luffy could keep running.
Okay.
This is basically Luffy needs to run from point A to point B, and people are stopping him, and then new people are rushing in going, no, I'll take care of this, don't worry.
Yeah, so I'm sure for people who are, like...
Excuse me.
Fans of this show and also really, really like this one arc, it's a good thing they...
Holy shit.
I was going to say, it's probably a good thing they put all these side battles in because it fleshes us out. Kind of helps justify that they did one story arc,
to
but
some
not
extent,
quite. Not really, though. Like I don't think it's enough.
No, honestly, there are other One Piece games that do address the rest of this storyline stuff too. I found out in the comments, people were talking about it.
Wait, the rest of this storyline?
No, the rest of like the game or the series, like before and after.
All right, I was gonna say, how long is the storyline?
No. There are certain games basically within the One Piece sort of game franchise thing that address the other things, like the things that are missing, not from just this storyline, but from like everything else.
Yeah, although from what I remember in the last few episodes we did, like, it didn't seem like there was a conclusion to this so much as like one guy dies and then they escape. It's like good guys didn't really win.
No, that's actually the end of that storyline too. The good guys don't win. Ace just dies and Luffy passes out, and that's the end of it.
It's like I could imagine that this was like half the storyline.
It was, to be honest. It's the whole of the Maritime war or whatever. But it is just. It's not
like it's not just more, like the
there's
sequel
more to that
is
story.
where they do things.
No, in fact, I'm almost disappointed that they didn't show Impel Down, which is the prison arc before this, where Luffy's running through a prison that is staggered like Dante's Inferno. It's supposed to be hell. It starts at the top and works your way down.
That would probably be a better structure for a video game like this.
Video game, yeah.
Yeah, because this one, it's kind of all over the place. It's just you're fighting this. You went over to look at the map, like it wiggles around a little. So it kind of would have made sense to have it be something that was structured in a specific way.
But the way that this game works is they just take the one storyline.
The
water's back to water.
Again.
I noticed. They take and this is what's his face. This is the giant that's dead here.
Oh, okay.
But this is one of those games where it's like this was probably not the best storyline to have picked for this, to be totally honest with you.
And like
the one before this and the one after this are both really good.
And it's not necessarily a numbered game in a series either, right? Is that what we figured out? Like there's a bunch of these that do different things, but none of them are like specifically a series that go 1, 2, 3.
You could argue that there's a proper order to play these if you want to get the full storyline.
Were they made in that order?
I don't know. I don't know for sure. This was, Luffy was fighting Kuma, who's a big, weird cat bear man, who's actually a robot. And this is, what's-her-face? Hancock. She shows up and distracts Kuma while Luffy runs off. And her whole thing, by the way, her storyline's really good.
But it's not in this game,
right?
No,
unfortunately. But she is.
All right.
It's interesting that they included her in here. I mean, she is part of this, but like, I'm honestly surprised that she was an optional fighter. Because Boa Hancock is basically Luffy's Chi-Chi, but she's a more competent Chi-Chi.
She looks much older than this kid.
Yeah, Luffy just looks very young. He is full on. I think they're almost the same age.
Okay.
Like Luffy just
is this one of those Goku things where you hit a certain age and gain like 3 feet in height?
Maybe, and also
I mean they're not that far in height. Maybe it's just the way the faces are drawn.
It could also be that Luffy is, in all fairness, made of rubber. So maybe he has a way that he thinks he looks, and it just sticks that way. I don't know. He does kind of, like, he changes as time goes on, and you could argue that there is some age, but, like, at the same time, he's not aging as much as half the other characters are.
I don't know anything about her, but she needs to set higher standards for herself.
Yeah, no, she, it's of note to mention that I think the reason she likes Luffy is literally he's the first man who has ever not been a slave master that she has met. Because she is an escaped slave.
The bar has never been set lower.
She's an escaped slave, and she doesn't want the people that she is in charge of, which is an entire island of Amazons, to know that. And Luffy finds out and goes, I don't even have like any idea what the fuck that's supposed to mean. So okay, see ya. And she's like, oh, Luffy's so hot. And it's like, dude, no! Get better standards!
Yeah, no.
She after this gives up being a warlord of the sea, which is literally like one of the I think it's like the 4 pirate kings of the nation, or the 6 pirate kings or something. She gives up that position because she doesn't want to have to fight Luffy. And it's like, holy shit,
Is this all
dude.
just regular martial arts?
That was just me doing her normals, yeah. I didn't do any of her supers or nothing. Her stuff is almost exclusively just normal martial arts, though.
Well, you died.
I can't remember what her devil... I think her devil fruit power might be... related to... Fuck, is it? I think it's pheromones or something like that. And
Okay.
Luffy is completely unaffected by that as well.
So they made this big titty lady in the dress with the slits up the side, and he says she used to be a slave, and also she's an Amazon, and also she's the love interest, and also she has pheromone powers.
I can't remember. I gotta be totally real about that. I really don't remember what Boa Hancock's powers are.
Are we playing bingo here?
Right? Ah, crap. Oh no, I'm getting my ass whooped. Ah. Okay, his name, by the way, is Pacifista. I should point that out.
Okay.
It's I think his full name, I think, is Kuma Pacifista. He is really, really Mexican, by the way. Like, I just want to point that out real quick.
Like, this
like,
character's supposed to mean something?
That's my interpretation of the character from the very beginning, was that he is. I don't know if it's ever 100% confirmed, but he has
Does Mexico exist in Waterworld?
No, but you do have, like, because it's anime, sometimes they'll throw in races that they think are exotic. So it's like the Bleach issue, where I kind of just feel like...
Bleach.
I kind of just feel like he looks an awful lot like Chad from Bleach, which is literally just it's just, I'm very tall, I'm very sullen, and I'm just a really strong dude, and just the way that they speak and stuff. Like, maybe I'm
I
like
don't know.
imparting a race on a character.
You have race headcanons.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
maybe that's what that is.
Sometimes you can't tell. Did you know that, like, the entire Dib family from Invader Zim is canonically Mexican? They're just pale.
Yes.
Like,
well, Dib himself is pretty pale.
Yeah, like Jonah Vasquez, like, confirmed it at some point on.
Yeah, well, it's
because
Jonah Vasquez himself is.
Yeah,
is
like, so
Mexican,
it's
like, yeah.
honestly a safe
sense.
assumption.
Yeah, it probably would have been
a lot
a
of
safe
people
assumption from the
didn't
very
like
start.
notice because it's not like they're sitting around in sombreros.
So I think this was Luffy was fighting Smoker, and then out of fucking nowhere, Crocodile shows up, and Crocodile's like, I have unfinished business with Smoker, so you leave, and I'm gonna beat the crap out of this guy. Or something like that.
Okay, wait, does that guy have knives for
Yeah,
hands?
yeah, he turns into weapons. He turns into bladed weapons.
Okay.
That's his power. I think he can turn his whole body into armor if he really wants to.
Is most of this just like your main
Oh no,
character's...
this is Mihawk versus Crocodile.
Your main character's trying to go from point A to
Smoker.
point B, and everyone else keeps jumping in, and then other people keep jumping in and saying, no, I'll fight the guy who just jumped in.
He still has to fight the guys who jump in, too. Like, let's point that out. Like, this is the closest to a tournament arc that One Piece gets that isn't the actual tournament arc, because they have one of those. I don't know anything about, like, fighting as Crocodile, so this is going to be terrible. I don't think I've ever had to. Oh, he has a grab? What the fuck? Crocodile has a fucking grab in this game? Why?
Why would there
Nobody
not be
else
grabs
gets
for
grabs.
every character?
Nobody
I thought there
else-
were other characters
like, okay,
that have grabs.
there's only a handful of characters that get grabs in this game. I don't know why Crocodile needs to be one of them. You see that shit? He throws the hook off and pulls it back.
So he's got like a hook shot sort of deal.
Kind of, yeah.
It's not that weird.
Oh, fuck.
There's been far weirder things in this game.
Yeah, I mean,
We just saw a guy with knives for hands, and we're not even playing as him.
No,
Wait,
that's Mr. That's Mr.
Was that him down in the corner? Is he your
Yeah,
assist?
he's my assist right now. That's.
How do you use
Oh,
him?
fuck. That's Mr. One, first of all. He's one of Crocodile's generals, where during the Crocodile arc, he had a handful of guys who were named after numbers, and they were all Devil Fruit users that helped Crocodile to be a crime lord. He's a crime lord, by the way,
He looks
and a
like
pirate.
one. What's the difference?
Pirates are on the ocean. He's also on the ocean, but I think he's explicitly supposed to give off like a Yakuza vibe.
Okay.
So it's like he's a pirate Yakuza.
Well, what do Yakuza do if not ocean stuff? Are they like motorcycle guys, or
It
what?
is addressed in the very beginning of this series that pirates are not the only people who do crimes in this world, and that there are bandits that are specifically
So that's the land-based.
But
Right.
then you have water-based stuff, and that's pirates. And if you take over an entire country, you're kind of like a crime lord instead. But he's a crime
No,
lord
if you
and
take
a
over the
pirate.
country, wouldn't that just make you a dictator?
Yes, and
Okay.
and there are 2 dictator pirates, and he's one of them, and the other one is Doflamingo.
Whoever that is.
Yeah, I think he's one of the characters that we haven't bought, but we'll look at him at the end of this. I'll just point him out. He's got like a big gaudy like feather boa on his back, and I think the last time we saw it, we remarked on the fact that like it was way better textured than anything else on any of the other characters.
I remember that. I don't remember who it was on.
Yeah. There was a picture of him for a split second there. So that's it. Is that it? Yeah, that's it for these, I think. Let me make sure. Because 1 out of 3, 1 out of 3, 1 out of 3. 1 out of 2, 1 out of 3, 1 out of 3, 1 out of 2.
So if it has 1 out of 2, it doesn't have an alternate branch.
If you look at it, it'll just tell you the second page is always who your opponent is. The first one's always your storyline. And then the third page is always, here's how you do the extra chapter.
Okay.
So it's like,
Did you unlock for the other characters too?
What was that?
For the other character
Yes,
lines.
I did.
Okay.
So we don't have to stop here. We can keep going.
Yeah, I figured.
I don't think there's 2 attached to this, but I'm actually curious now. I don't know. That's weird.
When with successful first attack didn't have a little skull.
Yeah, that's why I was confused for a second. Oh my goodness. Okay, he ends. Is it here? Says start of what would be called the Paramount War. Okay, yeah. So this is the start, and then I wound up getting this. So this is the first EX chapter, and we're playing as a guy that I don't think we have unlocked. So that's interesting.
Okay.
So this was the war. This is the Paramount War, and it's like, yeah, Whitebeard runs like his 1,000,000 pirates into here to try and save Ace against the Marines and yada yada yada. We know this fucking story.
I still only vaguely know this story. It's like I've got the basic bullet points of that guy dies at the end,
and then Mihawk, Hawkeye Mihawk throws a big sword beam at Whitebeard's ship, and this guy who's part of Whitebeard's pirates turns into Diamond and just kind of slaps it off.
Okay.
And everybody's like, "Oh shoot," because he's just a big diamond man. I don't think he's a half-giant, but he kind of looks like it. He could just be really strong. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah, this style is very inconsistent about how it's structured.
Well, if you see people who are structured like this and are typically like 2 or 3 times taller than a normal person, they're half-giants. Giants, mind you, are like fucking 500 feet tall. So a half-giant being just twice the height of like a normal human is really confusing. But that's just a thing that happens in this universe.
Sure. Genetics can be weird like that.
No, I'm Emma
I'll
Frost.
accept it just by... Yeah, you were. Except you had like half your face exposed.
Yeah, I think he might have to do that. I don't remember why.
So that you can still breathe?
Yeah, it might like literally be so that you can still breathe. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. There was a point in X-Men where Emma Frost was killed in that form, by the way.
Yeah, they had to reform the diamonds.
Yeah, they just kind of put it back together. But, like, apparently there is, like, a single flaw somewhere in the diamond. I don't remember where.
I think it's in her eye.
Somewhere. But it's like it's just slightly less perfect in one place. So this guy's that, except it's half of his face and neck.
Yeah, something like that.
Doesn't take much to shoot a guy in the neck.
No.
Just all it takes is a gun.
Yeah, something like that anyway.
Also, the only one who was willing to put Emma Frost back together was Beast.
Yeah, because Beast is a really nice guy until they decide that they're gonna make him, like, not.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird times where they decide he needs to be evil, even though what people like about Beast is usually that he's super nice.
Yeah, he's like the dad character.
Yeah, so why do you want to ruin that?
I don't know.
But anyways, he's like sitting there putting together like thousands of pieces of a shattered diamond human, and it's like, he's just sitting there and it's like, well, she wasn't that bad, and everyone else is like, no, she's kind of annoying, and this looks annoying too. You go ahead, though. I'm sure I don't remember the full extent of everything that went into why she was shot. I think it was one of her clones shot her or something.
It could have been something like that.
Yeah, they were. One of her clones was hopped up on drugs and in love with Magneto and shot her. I'm pretty
Who
sure.
Who isn't in love with Magneto? Let's be real.
His children.
Yeah. So, Jozu is a little bit kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? He's a little juggernauty. In that, like, he's the guy who works for Whitebeard, who's like, if Whitebeard desperately needs shit done, he's gonna call Jozu in to do it. Because Jozu's just point him at the enemy, and he just keeps going. He's a train.
Okay. He doesn't have as much leg as Juggernaut.
Oh, no, he's got, like, no leg whatsoever. he's like, 80% torso.
Yeah, because this style is... I mean, there's weirdos in X-Men that kind of break style stuff. They're usually aliens, or they've got, like, extreme mutations. Juggernaut looks like he's person-shaped.
Yeah, I mean, he's supposed to be... He's a normal, regular human. For those who don't know, Juggernaut is not always... He's usually not a mutant.
Yeah.
That's in traditional X-Men, he's not a mutant. He's a guy with a gypsy curse. Which is, I think, technically a term you shouldn't use.
Yes, anymore. It's actually a thing
it's actually
nobody
really
picked that name for themselves.
No, yeah.
But that's
I'm just
what they
saying
call it in X-Men.
That's what they call it in
He
X-Men.
He broke a crystal and it gave him the curse of immortality or something like that. I don't know.
Sometimes it's his. I think sometimes it's his mom, and she does it on purpose.
Okay.
I can't remember though. Like, I legitimately cannot. The Juggernaut has the worst storyline ever.
And sometimes he's just a mutant because it's easier.
Yeah, sometimes he's just a mutant because it's a hell of a lot easier to deal with.
Yeah, like, in general, that's a thing that you will see in comics and stuff, where it's like, if they have to adapt it, they will kind of take unusual origins and kind of uniform them into the origins that are already existing.
I like that all the EXs here so far, and I'm guessing for the rest of this, are all Jozu. This is like, oh, Crocodile saw his chance and decided to go after Whitebeard, and then Jozu stood in the way.
So it's just this guy
steamrolling
his
through
personal...
everyone? Yeah, Jozu's like his personal bodyguard, and he's just gonna rush in and beat the crap out of everyone.
Sure. I mean, I was under the impression that this one guy had more friends than this.
He does. He's got a ton of friends.
And that they're playable?
Technically,
Are they not?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the Phoenix guy is like his second in command. But Josu's like a fucking attack dog. It's literally just like, okay, he's being attacked. All right, I'm Jozu. Here I go.
Are you actually getting like any kind of armor when you turn diamond?
Yeah. It's Logia.
Okay.
Oh, this is Doflamingo, by the way.
All right. So these guys were friends?
Yeah, these are the two crime lords.
Do they lord together?
No. Usually they have nothing to do with one another.
Okay.
I think they have stuff to do in this particular fight, and only this one.
Yeah, you said two crime lords. I was assuming two different countries or something.
Yeah, it is. It's two different countries.
And then they're here together, so it's like, oh, are they co-dictators?
No, they're not.
Okay.
I think they work together kind of because they're both... at some point, I want to say they were both like the warlords of the sea, the pirate, not kings, but the pirate dictator group. And Doflamingo's whole fucking thing comes out as like he is an arms dealer, as it turns out. Like that's his big thing, is that he's from a crime family.
Does this guy even have a superpower?
Doflamingo? Yeah, he was throwing doubles of himself out. Did you not notice that?
That could have just been him moving really fast.
No.
Ninja
I forget what it is, but it's like he has the ability to throw out this shit that it looks like spider webs. And then he can send, like, shockwaves through them, or he could use them to, like, literally just take parts of your body. He can create duplicates of himself. Like, he can do all sorts of garbage. And he's ungodly powerful for I don't know what reason, to be totally and completely honest. He is like one of the strongest characters. At the time that Luffy fights him, I think he's the only character that truly gives their entire crew like a huge amount of difficulty. Is Doflamingo and his family, his crime family.
I was gonna say, like I
Crocodile
thought
does
these things
too.
weren't hereditary, so if he has a family, they wouldn't have those powers.
Yeah, it's not that. It's a crime family. I don't think he actually...
So, like the Mafia.
Yeah, he's kind of Mafia,
He's some
and
kind
Crocodile is more like...
Well, he's the GTA Vice City Mafia, is what he looks like.
I mean, maybe.
I actually don't remember what anyone looks like in that game. He looks very 80s.
Yeah, the difference is literally like one of them is Yakuza and the other one is like Mafia kind of stuff. Though, I guess you could really argue that both of them are Yakuza, to be totally honest. There's the thing where he's holding them in place.
Oh, okay.
I'm just hulking out at this point and throwing punches non-stop, hoping that they'll hit.
I assume that's how this character is supposed to be played, just from looking at him.
I would assume so as well. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like you're given a character who's like 90% torso, and his power is being real hard. And it's like, what do you do with that guy? You punch? Yes, you punch. Did you think this guy was built so you could kick?
Maybe. Maybe somebody did.
I don't think so.
Someone somewhere was like, yeah, this guy who's 5% leg, he can kick. He's the kicking man.
Well, his boots are
shoes.
pointy.
Yeah, his boots are so nice.
That would honestly not even be that bad a gimmick for a character. Is that they're really buff. They got like biceps on their biceps, and then it turns out that they're just using their hands to like support themselves as they do like breakdance kicks in the air.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, someone other than me can use that character concept, because that sounds like it's hard to do fight.
The first line there was Jozu guards white beard with his diamond body.
That's I mean, I don't know why you gotta describe it in a way that sounds a little like a romance novel.
Yeah, right? A little bit.
Like the extra descriptors and stuff kind of sound less like you're doing action and more like they're about to kiss.
Oh crap! He broke my thing. He broke my diamond body.
Well, that shouldn't be possible.
Yeah, but it does because he can turn into ice, and the ice was doing things.
What? Like you can freeze diamond and shatter it?
No. His ability is that he at least in the fighting game, he's freezing Logia and Haki bars. Like when he did that, my bar froze.
Oh,
so it wasn't going back up, so I couldn't use my ability anymore.
So does that actually follow through in like the other media? For
Wait! I'm wrong. I made a stupid mistake. I saw my diamond arm and thought it was frozen.
Oh no, that's in your character
it's just that
portrait.
It's just that we were both in Logia and he broke it and I wasn't regaining my form.
Okay.
That's all that was happening. Because you can break the if you go Logia when your opponent is Logia, you have like an anti-Logia sort of auto thing going on.
Okay, well, they cancel each other out?
Yeah. Like, normally if you go Logia, your opponent can't touch you. But if you're Logia and your opponent's Logia, they can still totally touch you. And I think you can, if you break Logia like that, it takes the whole bar from your opponent. Ah, shit.
You'd think being really cold diamond would be even more powerful.
Yeah, you'd think it would help, right?
Yeah. Not that... I don't think that actual diamonds are affected too much by temperature in these situations.
I don't think so either.
I don't know. It's not like if you've got like an ice cube and you put it in regular water, the temperature change cracks it.
No, I don't. Not for diamonds.
Yeah.
No. Diamonds don't usually crack.
Presumably, since they can cut diamonds with, gem cutting witchcraft, like
titanium. I forget.
I don't know what that. Do they just use other diamonds?
No. Diamonds can be cut by a specific. Maybe they do actually.
I don't actually know how it works.
Shit. I forget.
Yeah, but I presume that putting it in a freezer isn't enough. But I don't actually know how it works.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you put it in a freezer. Oh,
so basically, this guy shouldn't have any advantage over you.
Yeah, but he's got advantage over a lot of characters he probably shouldn't have.
Well, I mean, he's got a lot more leg than you.
Sorry, technical difficulties.
Yeah, no, what were we at? Diamonds versus ice.
Yeah, no, I don't know why. He has a lot of abilities on other people, too. Like, wait, when he's fighting the guys whose powers are, like, fucking heat-based, he seems to have the upper hand, usually. Like...
Yeah, that just shouldn't work at all.
No, not really.
Unless he's significantly colder than them, but, like, it looks like regular ice. I mean, I guess extra cold ice doesn't look different. Or does it?
I don't know.
If you've got water at, like, absolute 0, does it, like, have a different look to it?
It's just frozen.
Yeah. It's not like how fire, if it burns hot enough, it turns blue. If ice freezes cold enough, it doesn't turn, like,
no, I don't
red.
think it changes colors. Oh, fuck. He killed me with
So
a
I guess
bird.
we don't know if his stuff is cold enough to have an actual physical advantage. Unless we measured it, or they set it somewhere.
Well, I don't know. I know for a fact, though, that there is actually an island that he fights on later on. That's a scene that I don't think that we have as like an optional fight here, where he fights the magma guy for supremacy over the Marines, and it's him versus Magma Dude, and they're fighting out in the middle of the ocean on an island that is otherwise uninhabited, and the island by the end of it becomes like this horrible mishmash of like frozen out. Like frozen magma and other sort of shit going on. And people who walk to the island and who wind up there are like, this island is just awful to live on. And I think it winds up becoming like the site of a bioweapons place of some sort, because there's a guy who does that later on in the series. Like a villain who's all about bioweapons.
How is that different from everyone already being bioweapons?
He's literally making, like, nerve gas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're not talking, like
no, we're not talking,
lizards.
like, really strong people. We're talking, like, this is a dude who's literally going to, like, burn your skin off with gas. Like, it's pretty bad.
Okay. Yeah, no, when I think bioweapon, the first thing I think is just mutant, but I think maybe I just read too many webcomics or something.
Maybe.
I don't even know if that's it.
Oh, fuck.
Somewhere. Oh, shit.
What the hell was that? I've not even seen him do that.
Well, now you have.
Holy shit. He ruined me, like, immediately. Oh my god. What was that even?
I don't know. Do you have one of those?
I don't think so.
Huh. Do you think it's unique to the battle?
I'm gonna guess that it's probably unique to the character, and it's maybe a system that I'm just unaware of?
Maybe.
I don't know. That was really weird.
Yeah, and it was like an instant kill, too.
Yeah, I noticed.
Excuse me.
Oh, okay. Alright, then. Ow. Ow. Please quit murdering me now. Okay.
See, yeah, there was some tough fucking hits going on there.
Yeah, I noticed. Oh, fuck you. He blocked it.
Hey, the guys that we've not been using still gain experience during things, so...
I mean, kinda, yeah.
Like, so there's no question that, like, the fighter you're using is underleveled or anything like that.
Yeah, no, he's probably pretty underleveled.
I'm not even completely sure how the stats work in this.
I think they're kind of Smash Brothers-y. I'm not 100% sure. Where you've got the unique characters that only gain stats during, like, this particular sort of thing. Does that make sense?
You know what, like how the stickers can give you like a +1 to jumping or whatever?
Yeah. In Brawl, they had the weird sticker system. And
which was annoying.
I think they dropped that for Smash 4.
Yeah, like the problem with those was that, like, if you put it on something and then for some reason removed it, it was just gone forever.
Yeah. No,
and also, didn't they all fall off if you died in Subspace Emissary?
I don't remember. I don't actually remember.
I kind of remember the
I never
stickers
used any
off.
of the stickers because I didn't like the idea of, like...
Well, there were ones you would get a bunch of duplicates for.
Yeah, no, you got duplicates for pretty much all of them, I'm pretty sure.
No, there were a bunch that were, like, achievements. Like, you got one.
I don't know.
Out of the big Chivo wall.
Maybe. I liked that, though. That was a good concept, the big Chivo wall.
Yeah, no, that was fine, except that some of them were one-time use things in a fighting game, which was a very strange concept.
Yeah, I'll admit to that. Oh, fuck you.
Yeah. Like, having a prize wall with goals,
the fucking
though, that's
stuff?
fine.
Did you see me attack?
Oh, yeah, no, he got you through the boulders.
Yeah, where I couldn't see him at the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, your camera's more or less fixed on the opponent the whole time, so it's not so weird that he was able to do it.
Yeah, no, he was attacking where I couldn't see him from, basically. The AI's smart. I don't like it. Smart AI.
Yeah, or at least this guy's AI seems smart.
To some extent.
Wait, was that a special? No, that's
no, that's me doing a special. I'm just landing them a lot. I'm trying to. No, it's my choice.
It looked like it hit pretty hard.
It does.
Like, it looked like his head was missing for a second.
Yeah, no. It's literally like he punches and then the person's head turns sideways. But because of this guy's big ass like cape, you can't quite see it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, you're doing pretty good, but I don't want to jinx you.
Yeah, please don't.
Okay. I guess I did want to say some stuff as a follow-up to the last time we played this. We were talking about just anime, as I mentioned. Children of the Whales, we wound up watching the whole series together. It's only like 12 or 13 episodes.
Oh, fuck. So far anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You see that he took like 55% of my health in 2 hits?
Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of detail on this guy's pants.
You did kind of jinx me a bit, though.
I'm sorry. I'll just talk about whales instead.
Go ahead. No.
We decided to watch it together, and the things that I had stated that I really liked about it was more or less that it kind of gave you a lot of the world building up front in a way that defined where the mysteries were going to be in a way that I thought was very cool, and also had a distinct cast of just villagers who would just walk around and stuff, and that they would be reoccurring in a way that kind of felt very well planned, and it kind of just felt cozy. And Josh wound up like not being super into that, but then being very interested once it turned out that all of the boats are powered by what he
actually I was interested in it. Please don't put words in my belly.
I don't know. You told me it wasn't.
No. I actually liked that concept.
Okay, cool. I don't know. I got up the impression you didn't.
It's fine. No, I thought it was fine from the very start.
Cool. Yeah, because I really liked it too. Yeah, so it was a really well set up series, and then you thought it was really you were really into the idea that like there was basically like Cthulhu's.
Yeah, kinda. I guess it was interesting. I just like the idea of the fact that they kind of set up a world that's more or less run by what may or may not be like eldritch abominations on accident. I don't think it was intentional. I'm not really sure.
I don't know. A lot of anime does that kind of thing.
I don't know. It was done pretty well, really.
Oh yeah, so it's on Netflix, and you should watch it. The one thing, wow.
Yeah, no, I don't want to have to talk during this. I gotta be real.
Well, that's why I'm talking.
I know.
Well, anyways, like the one thing I think that I would say is a downside to the series is, like I said, it was like only 12 or 13 episodes. It's clearly set up to continue. It has basically the climax of its story arc like 4 episodes away from the end of the season. So you've got like a big like fight with things happening in a battle, and then 4 episodes of recovering from it, but it's kind of sedate. And they introduce a couple new characters right at the end that don't get a chance to really do anything because their chance to do things is going to happen in the next season that hasn't been made yet. So that's the one thing I would say is like, you'll want more at the end, but not in the good way, in the annoyed way.
Yeah, maybe.
Beautiful series though, the backgrounds are all amazing. I also started watching, also on Netflix, it's called Violet Evergarden, and the best way I can explain it is a gunslinger girl teaches typing. And I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't even understand what's going on in it for the most part. It's basically about a robot trying to learn to love, but she's not a robot, and it's also got a lot of premise set up that hasn't fully explained itself, and I find it annoying. But it's something that I can put on while doing, like, art stuff, so I have that in a little window next to my art stuff in a big window, and I don't have to think about it. Yeah.
Got him.
Nice.
Oh. Sorry.
Hopefully we never have to look at him again.
Like, I went for an ultra, too, and I died. Like, I missed it. I whiffed. And it was just like, oh.
Well, you got him.
Yeah, I did eventually get him, though. Okay.
And, okay, he's level 4. Yeah, a bunch of these guys weren't gaining experience. Because they're all at uneven levels.
So we've got 2 more. We've got the... Oh, you know what? There is one that Luffy doesn't have
Oh,
yet.
yeah, because there's a completed thing there. Should we...
Yeah, you know what? I'll do it really fast. I just got to get the first hit to make this work, so we'll just do this one really quickly. I am going to skip through this,
Yeah,
though.
this is the first
Yeah, this is the
battle.
very first thing that happened in the whole goddamn game. So it's not going to be too bad. To skip, you have to wait until the loading sign is done, by the way.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's a little bit annoying, though.
Yeah, but using a cutscene instead of a loading screen is nice and courteous.
Yeah.
Oh, do these not count as hits?
No, because he's not technically being hit. Oh, fuck.
You did get
I did get him, though, yeah. Maybe I got the first hit, I'm not sure.
It didn't mean that you were supposed to kill him on the first hit, right?
No. It's you just need to get the first hit. I'm pretty sure. Because I don't know how the fuck
this is the tutorial fight,
Yeah, it is.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I said that. Didn't I say that?
If you did, I was talking over you.
Okay, well, yeah, no, this is the tutorial fight as well.
Yeah, so it's not that hard to get the first hit in, other than he has that weird sand dodge. But, like, if it's the tutorial, you wouldn't necessarily think you're supposed to do anything till it tells you to.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that works. It's weird that there's only been one thing that has a branch so far. Like that you have 2 different things that come off of it.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that either. I'm kind of surprised by the fact that it's just kind of thrown in there seemingly at random.
Is it even going to let you fully damage him until you've gotten their little check marks?
Yeah, you have to literally get, you have to get everything going first. Like, you have to get through everything before you can start doing normal damage to him. And it's kind of a pain in the butt, to be honest.
But it should be fairly quick.
Yeah. If you fight these really smart, like I was doing it for a little while there, you can actually break them. Like you can get this stuff early, and you can beat them, but it takes a lot of force.
Okay.
Like, you really have to get it going.
Once you just... What, is that a dodge? Oh, no, it's...
No, I think it is actually the dodge that it's asking me for.
Okay. Oh, there you go. You got it. Lets you do more damage.
Yep.
Because that's what it's doing, right? It won't let you go all the way down because it needs you to see the tutorial.
Yeah. It wants to show me the tutorial, and as a result, I'm kind of like stuck having to do this. It's a big pain in the butt.
Yeah, but now he's
Now
going.
it's normal, yeah.
Alright. Since this is the first fight, this should do it, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to wait for him to... There we go.
Okay.
And I gotta hit the...
Oh.
Yeah, I have to land the hit to make it work. If I don't land the hit, I'm fucked. Like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us that extra fight.
We'll see if it actually did, because it might not have counted. I don't know. So I'll go ahead and just skip that, and we'll see if it gives me the little EX off to the side. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, 10 experience.
10. There it is.
Okay, what
So there's
is
the
this?
little one. Jinbei wards off the zombies, but a new enemy appears, Bartholomew Kuma, who split Luffy up from his friends. Oh yeah, the guy's name isn't Pacifista. I think Pacifista might actually be the name of the android. But Bartholomew Kuma is the cat bear guy.
Okay.
And prior to this fight, right before the prison arc, Bartholomew comes up to Luffy and his pirate crew and says to each of them, he gets into a fight with them, and Luffy has to watch as one by one he thinks that Bartholomew is punching them, and they're literally evaporating. Like, he thinks that he's literally punching them out of existence. He's hitting them so hard. And Luffy starts having this huge, painful problem where it's like, literally, you are murdering my family. And he finally gets into this thing with Kuma, and he's beating the shit out of him. And Kuma rushes in really close and gets close to Luffy and whispers in his ear, "Okay, now where do you want to go?" And Luffy goes,
Okay.
What? And he goes, I've been sending your friends to their destinations. And Luffy's like,
so he's got a teleport punch?
No, he's punching him so hard, he can throw them anywhere in the world, and his punch doesn't hurt because he's using kitty cat paws.
Okay.
And he's doing it because he knows that he's about to lose all of his freedom, because he gave himself up to the government to be turned into an android, and this is his last act as a human being, is to try and help Luffy's crew, so that they can come back and murder him later.
Oh, okay. I'm sure in context that makes sense.
Luffy tells him literally, I don't know where I'd want to go. I have literally no idea where I would even want to be. I just want to be with my friends. And Kuma goes, I can't send you there because they're all in different places, so I'll send you somewhere nice. And he wakes up on the island of the Amazons.
Alright.
Which is weird because Luffy doesn't like it, and Kuma's not the kind of person who would like that.
Alright.
So it becomes this question of, like, did somebody tell Kuma in the past that that's a good place to go? And he's just kind of like, okay.
Well, if it's an island of Amazons, they'd probably just kill him, right?
You'd think so. They don't actually kill Luffy. I think they put him in a cage at first. And then
well, that
Boa,
just sounds like it's leading up to killing him.
Well, Boa kind of falls in love with him, and then he just becomes the esteemed visitor. And then he leaves to go save his brother from being executed, winds up in Impel Down instead, and then busts out and winds up in this fight, like, immediately.
Okay.
Ivankov is somebody that he meets in prison, by the way. Ivankov is, I think...
They let you wear a little crown in prison?
Yes. Ivankov makes his own clothing out of shit. He's also found in the lowest part of prison and is a doctor.
Okay.
He doesn't look like he would be. I'm wondering if he has any specials that are the really cool shit he does, where he is explicitly gender fluid. And his particular devil fruit power is like the fem fruit, I think, and it just lets him change gender whenever the fuck he feels like it.
Okay.
So he swaps back and forth, but he never changes his clothes, so he always looks exactly the same. And it's like, yeah, that's fair. He's also got a giant face because he's part of the clan of people that are like that. But when he turns into a woman, he doesn't anymore. He just kind of looks like a human being after that.
Okay.
It's weird. I don't know.
Is that a power you can activate here?
It's not part of my specials, so I don't know.
Okay.
If I can, it's not here. Or it's not in this way. I'm thinking it's probably my my Ultra. It's probably my big one. Which I might not get a chance to use because I think I'm about to die.
You could still make it.
Yep. I did notice fighting Ivankov that he has an ability that is basically he can roll through pretty much any attack.
Oh!
Yeah. No, it's because I picked a bad moment. But he can roll through pretty much any attack, and I've noticed when I was fighting him though as some of the boss characters, he was just rolling through my grabs and beating the crap out of me. So if you know what you're doing with him, he's actually real good. But you have to know what you're doing with him. When Luffy is in prison, the guy who is the warden at Impel Down is literally made of poison, by the way, and kind of looks like Satan.
Okay,
which
sure.
Continues to push the idea that it is basically Dante's Inferno. It's not actually a prison. It's literally hell. Because it's the warden is Satan, and he's made of poison, and his poison is 100...
Is that what happens in Dante's Inferno?
No. His poison is like 100% lethal toxic, and Luffy at one point actually gets hit by one of his biggest techniques, and he's basically told that you have 10 minutes to live, and Luffy's health deteriorates quickly. And Ivankov is the one who heals him by taking all the poison out and then putting so many like steroids and like really strong hormones and shit into Luffy's body that he tells him it's going to take 10 years off your life, but you'll survive this. And Luffy's like, okay, just kill me now, but you know, I need to get out of here and save my brother, so I don't care. Take 10 years. And Ivankov is like, okay.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if any of these mutants were immortal, so like 10 years off of infinity as far as I can tell.
Potentially.
Like, I'm just assuming that any of these people with superpowers could secretly just live 1,000 years.
It's totally within the realm of possibility.
Because a lot of this doesn't make sense. And how do you kill someone made of fire?
How do you kill someone made of rubber?
How do you kill someone made of diamond? Except
it's
when
a very
happened
good
to Emma
question.
Frost. Because I know how that happened.
Now Luffy's complete and Whitebeard's complete. So the next time we do this, that we pick this up, it'll be like an episode 2 for the bonus.
Okay.
It'll be a Kainu and Ace, but I'm not going to do that now. It's getting too late.
You have them unlocked though?
Yeah, I think I have them unlocked. I'm going to go into, where is it, the pirate base, and I'm going to buy characters that we might not have just yet. So I'm going to see if we have enough berries for it. And we've got 2 million, so we can actually buy maybe
you've got
one
most
character.
of these anyways, so that's good.
Yeah, this guy is 1.5. This guy's 2. So I guess maybe we'll see. If we can't find 2 that are 1, we'll get one that's 2. Oh, these 2 are 1. This guy's 1. I don't know who half these characters are, by the way.
Oh,
like some of them I
that
recognize.
Makes 2 of us.
Some of them I recognize, and then some of them I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this is. Like this guy here. No, wait, I do know who Bartholomew is.
That's the Joker.
Drake and Kid, I vaguely know who they are, but I'm not sure why they're even here, to be totally and completely honest.
For fans.
Like, they're characters who show up in the actual... I'm pretty sure these are guys who show up in the actual, like, the tournament arc. And I think that's it. It's just in the tournament arc. I'm gonna get Shanks.
Okay.
He's gonna cost us everything, but that's a cool character to have. I like Shanks.
Alright.
So that'll be good. So I guess we'll do our free battle that we always do.
Yep.
So 2P. I would suggest not hitting random, because you're just gonna get the same 3 characters that you always get again. So just pick some guys. I'm gonna go with... I'll try Boa Hancock again, because I don't think that I got a very good, like, use out of her. And I'll go with... maybe not this Luffy. I'll go with normal Luffy. And then... I'll try Shanks.
Does this game recolor you if you're both the same guy?
No, it does not.
Alright.
Go ahead and hit the A button.
You know what? You pick mine.
Ouch. Oh,
you told me not to do random, and I don't have any opinions on it.
Just pick them based on their looks.
All of them are ugly.
I know. Just pick characters you want.
I don't... I'll just be girls then. Although the girls in this look hideous.
If you wanna.
Like, these... This person can't draw girls. Is this
I think I mentioned that.
I don't like that.
You can go farther to the left. Yeah, that's Nico Robin.
Okay, can there just be girls who look like they're made out of like flesh in this game?
I guess. I mean, maybe. Let's see. What would be an interesting one here? Not that. Not that. Not that. We could do the Colosseum. This is the actual like Colosseum from the tournament arc. So this is a thing.
So, all of these girls look like they're made of plastic.
Oh yeah, this is... Because you picked Perona, by the way. This is going to show you some of their stuff. Her entire power scheme is based around negative emotions. And she could just make people feel really bad about themselves until they basically just want to kill themselves instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be the internet troll.
She's also got weird it manifests as weird ghosts, and I don't know why. There's sharks swimming around this arena, by the way. That's how they do.
Just like in Soul Calibur.
Because it's a tournament arc, so it's like you can't jump off of the tournament's field, and if you fall off, then you've got sharks swimming around.
Okay.
Also, I'm not going to marry you. That's literally Luffy's response to Boa's anything. Because Luffy doesn't actually care. He's Goku, but he's not Goku who actually really likes Chi-Chi very much.
This perspective.
Yeah.
Remind me what the buttons are again.
You have your X's, which do your normals, your Y's, which do your uniques. Hitting forward with an X or a Y gives you a ranged version of the hit. And,
is forward like down for me? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and pressing L1 and then either your normal hit, your guard, or your unique hit gives you a special. And also guard is B and A is jump.
Okay.
There's your buttons. Oh, and if you're a Logia user, it's R1 to go into it. But everybody has at least Haki.
Okay. What just happened?
I think I missed. Oh, fuck.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Okay. Oh yeah, and guard breaks are jump and attack at the same time, and unique and guard at the same time is also another kind of guard break. Usually a guard break, sometimes it's not.
And once you're stuck in a thing, you can't, like...
If you go Logia, you can. But you have to hit the button for Logia while you're stuck in the thing. Like,
and that's not... Is that a thing I have?
that's R1. Everybody has at least Haki.
Okay.
I don't think you're a Logia user if you're Perona, so you might not actually be able to. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm not... I mean, even then, like, you never played as these characters, so, like, we've got no bearing on what
I
they're
kind of don't
supposed
know
to
what the
do.
fuck's going on. Some of your hits are unique and really weird.
No.
Oh god.
My ghosts are...
Yeah, I know, they're persistent. I think you're a
happening.
trap character. You're throwing out stuff that I'm supposed to run into, or that's supposed to affect me later on in the battle. Oh yeah, I'm fucking normal Luffy. I forgot.
What?
Normal Luffy has a bunch of attacks that Luffy from 2 years ago wouldn't have.
Wait, so the whole storyline was a 2 years ago version?
Yeah, because normal Luffy does things like this. Where he's using Haki to turn his body as hard as steel.
Well, there I go. What?
I'm Gorilla Luffy. Don't worry about it. I'm literally the Hulk.
What? What?
Gum Gum Lion Bazooka.
No.
Now I'm Shanks.
Okay.
Because I just want to get some use out of him.
These powers are kind of fucked up.
Oh yeah, the one where you throw your hands around? R3, by the way, is how you go into your super mode. And then if you can land that as a hit afterward... Like, you know what, I'll just let you do it. Do it again. Do R3 at me. Because I'm curious as to what this actually is. Okay. Okay, yeah, and hers is just a field hit. It's not like a cinematic hit.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I was curious. I didn't know. I knew it was going to be the, what is it, like Fleur de Lace or something like that, I think is what she calls it.
Okay.
Oh my god, I missed. Holy shit.
Oh, I need to build up meter to do the giant thing
Yeah,
again.
you do.
Right. I'm dead.
I'm apparently
Bye.
a charge character, and I didn't realize it.
Well, you just got this
That's
guy.
weird, yeah. I like that. Okay. So next time we'll probably do a different game.
Probably. When our throats recover, we haven't done Battle Fantasia in a while.
Yeah,
we do
we
funny
haven't.
voices for that.
We also we have a bunch of things that we can do.
Oh yeah, we got tons of things.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Happy Sunday.
Don't give it up, Luffy. Don't give it up, Solo. Don't give it up now, man.